How to enable the secondary sale. This is Sales for Nice People. Obviously, it is really annoying when a sale falls through, but it's even more annoying when a sale falls through because you don't practice what you preach. In my case, that was a while ago when I was talking to a co-founder who really wanted a workshop for his people. So we had a couple of meetings and we discussed some options. We created an outline for a workshop. Then we met with the other co-founder as well, and everything looked good. I had another meeting with the first co-founder and we signed off on the proposal and the outline, and I go, do we need to have another conversation with your co-founder to make sure we crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's? And he goes, no, it's all right. This looks good. We're aligned. We both want this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get this over the line. And then I made a mistake, foolish, as if this was my first sale ever. And I said, sure, no worries. My co-founder buyer went off to talk to his co-founder, and the news came back saying, look, we've had a discussion and we've decided to not go forward with this at this point. So what happened is I screwed up a sale by not enabling my buyer, the stakeholder, the ambassador that was interested in the deal, to have the secondary sale. And the secondary sale is very often the most complex and most difficult component of a sale, because you might be talking to the actual decision maker who has the economic authority and who can sign off and who is your ambassador. But this person very likely has somebody else in their world who has their ear, who has an opinion, who gives input, who your buyer trusts. And if your buyer then goes and talks to that person and they are not able to have the right conversation in order for that person to agree with the idea, then your sale might fall just because you didn't enable the secondary sale. Your buyer might have to sell the process or the project to anybody in their world. And it's your job to make sure that A, you know that that person is going to be there and needs to have a conversation. And it's your job, B, to make sure that when your buyer goes and has that conversation, they are equipped to have that conversation. So always check to find out whether or not there is somebody in your buyer's world who's going to have an opinion and a voice in the decision. Even if that is not somebody who's part of the company. Could be that your buyer discusses things like your proposal with his wife or with a mentor or with a former partner. Who knows? Your job is to make sure that when that conversation happens, your buyer knows how to have that conversation. So there's two questions that you can ask to help that secondary sale. First is, who else has a voice in making this decision? Now your buyer is going to give you some information about who else is there. And then ask your buyer, what do they need to believe to be true in order to want this? Now you're going to have a conversation with your buyer about what that secondary person needs to hear, think, feel, believe, in order for them to go, yes, good idea, go for it. Always make sure you enable the secondary sale. This is Sales for Nice People. Go to salesfornicepeople.com/sign up if you want a short and helpful daily email, and I will see you again tomorrow.